Caitlyn and them were on SNL, and I feel like, there's been a lot of talk about like, yeah, like almost special privilege. You're second best, you're runner up, and then you're getting invited to all these like nice privy places that the champs should be afforded. So I feel like that she's gonna have a little bit of a target on her back, and it's gonna be interesting to see like the transition and how clean it will be for her. So I'm interested.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. I wasn't gonna bring it up, but since you mentioned it, do we have thoughts on this? I of course saw the dialogue as well over the weekend, and I I get it, but I feel like I get both sides, right? I get where I hate that this is a thing because I don't think what is happening had it plays a role, but I don't think it plays the role that some people are making it seem in regard to it being about race. Like Caitlin Clark is a generational talent. Like she
With
is.
Caitlyn and her team.
So Caitlin and her team as well. So I think that consider the move whatever you want to consider it, but I think that even her taking the opportunity with that platform to bring her teammates on, I think that's something one that she didn't necessarily have to do, and I think it speaks to the fact that that was also a genuine act as well. To the argument of the champs should be there, and I think this even going back to last year where Caitlyn still got a lot of attention and recognition even after they lost in the championship game. And so I don't know. Like I know people try to drag race into it, and I'm not minimizing the role race plays in media, but I also don't want to diminish that this is what happens when you have a generational talent like this. And I do believe that I hate to even put it in this context, but like if this was a black girl who was this talent at this particular time driving the sport in this way, I don't think it would be wrong if she was on the losing end. I don't think it would make sense to me still that even if she lost, if this is the talent that she is, it would make sense for her to get these opportunities because it's still for the upper echelon of athletes. So I don't know. It's a real dicey situation, but was gonna ask if y'all had more thoughts or if y'all had where y'all kind of stood on a dialogue that's been taking place around that in particular.
The whole SNL thing, I didn't see an issue with because of this. South Carolina's parade was the following day on Sunday. The WNBA draft being in Brooklyn, New York, that Monday of SNL just seemed like, okay, they're inviting the projected number one pick to come on set. Like, that's viewership. It's Saturday Night Live. Obviously, they want views. Caitlyn garners attention. We've seen that with attendance. So I didn't see an issue with the SNL opportunity. And she said it herself that she invited a few of her teammates to come with her. And they also went to the draft tonight to see her and support her, in her future endeavors. So that whole part I didn't have a problem with, especially given the name and all of that. But in previous seasons where, okay, she's not graduating, she has been the runner up. There are more talented women basketball players that deserve a light. That's when I have an issue with it. Like, I forget which press conference it was, but they asked Paige Beckers, are you excited to have the spotlight on you next season? And she's like, I hope multiple women in our sport get the spotlight. That's what I would hope to see. Share the love, shine the light on other players. It's not just the biggest name that I think deserves most of the attention. We know other players in the sport as well, and they also deserve those opportunities.
Agreed. Yeah.
I just think it's, like you said, both play a role in how we got here. Probably availability too. South Carolina was probably preparing to do like all of their festivities, like regarding their stuff. So they could have got an invite and just it didn't work out. You never know. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I think it's just good that the women have the spotlight right now. And, the sport is going to only progress from here. Like, we're going to, get more acclimated with like, the different powerhouses that are in the WNBA and like who's going where. So as long as eyes are going towards the league, this is only going to help. So controversy or not.